every day, children.
You know what?
We have learned something new.
No, see, because technically we should put a disclaimer at the head, but whatever. Anyway, so now
we don't need to hear about your head's disclaimer.
Wrong podcast.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
So, the final one I have is a botched pizza order leads to gunfire.
What?
You're going to make me pull this up, aren't you?
Tell me. How? I need explanation. I need exposition.
A 15, a 16, and a 17-year-old shot up a convenience store. Because they fucked up his pizza order.
Really?
They fucked up the pizza order. Yep.
That is the best reason ever to get guns involved. Totally.
I mean, I was reading...
Can you hear my sarcasm, Internet?
If you can't hear her sarcasm, we want to point out there is sarcasm. We do not condone gun violence in any way, shape, or form.
I can see it.
Yeah,
I can literally see the sarcasm. It's hanging.
It's just like SpongeBob and his imagination.
So it's Tennessee teenagers, by the way.
Jesus.
Okay, of course.
It happened on a Tuesday afternoon, and they got caught because there was a detective. Oh, and I'm sorry, it was a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, and an 18-year-old.
So the 18-year-old's going to prison.
Yep.
Actually, they're all going to prison.
Awesome.
That's true, because they're probably going to be tried as adults.
Oh my god.
That's for the best.
Oh no, the 16-year-old's being charged in juvenile court.
There you go.
Okay.
But one of them's getting a $50,000 $50,000
fine.
Call it? Yeah.
That
in addition.
Let's compare
to the weapons
charges.
charges.
$7 billion stolen. Gun crime. You know, one of them seems a little heftier than the other, in my opinion.
Oh, and
man, not to say it's not deserved.
The 18-year-old was charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, which is a misdemeanor.
Shit.
Yep.
And then oh my god, it was a Smith & Wesson, loaded Smith & Wesson and a .45 caliber Glock. And a .40 caliber Beretta. Oh,
where did these children get those guns? Oh, wait, it's Tennessee.
And there goes our listeners in Tennessee. Woo!
I'm from the South.
As he shows us, he's going to show us. He's going to show it.
Well, they're gone now. It doesn't matter. They're gone.
Hold on. I am from the South. And let me say one thing. Guns are fine. But if your kids are getting a hold of them and shooting shit up... there's a problem.
I want to give a shout out to the very patient people, including the puppy dog, and my girlfriend sitting in the background being all patient and waiting for us to finish our nerd fest here. But we're not even going to go any further on the botched pizza delivery or pizza order that led to going further. We're just gonna go. We don't need to see anything more except. What a dick!
Okay, so I have one last story, and this is probably just something that I
want to preface this with what a dick.
Jesus wept, I haven't even heard it yet.
Alright, this one's actually, it's actually kind of a popular story right now, but it's just something that can't be ignored. Miami lawyer's pants start on fire during an arson trial in court.
What?
A Miami lawyer's pants burst into flames on Wednesday afternoon as he began his closing arguments in front of the jury in an arson case. He was arguing his client's car spontaneously combusted and was not intentionally set on fire. He had been fiddling in his pocket and was about to address the jurors when smoke began billowing out of his right pocket. He rushed out of the Miami courtroom, leaving spectators stunned. After the jurors were ushered out, he returned unharmed with a singed pocket, insisted it wasn't a stage defense demonstration gone wrong. He blamed a faulty battery in his e-cigarette. So there's two potential outcomes here.
Spontaneous combustion.
I'll give you a spontaneous combustion.
I'm going to tell you... I read this story.
Zip.
I read this story, and I'm just like...
What?
Yeah, you read the story to us.
I know, but I'm just saying... How?
Well...
I mean, can you say ironic?
Well, okay, but now also...
And if it was staged...
Can you say fail?
Can you... Yes, it was a massive failure, but if it was staged...
Why do you point out, it's not staged, I swear to God!
Exactly! Like, if it's not staged, you wouldn't go, oh my God, it's not staged. I swear to God, I didn't do this intentionally to better my client's case. But then again, if it was done accidentally, then he's an idiot!
Yeah. Or he modified his e-cigarette like some dumbasses do, and...
I just...
fucking hipsters.
You
That's what I was going to say. The new Joker is a hipster Joker. That's what I was trying to get out of my mouth. There, done. Got it.
Sure.
At least you finally got it out of your mouth, Bob.
Zip.
Wait a minute, isn't that wrong show again, too?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Whatever.
Okay, every sexual innuendo is not for the other podcast. I'm trying to keep it pretty clean, but most of them have been at least go over the children's head if there's any listening. There shouldn't be.
The
Producer says there shouldn't be.
And I think... I think we do just need to tag a disclaimer at the front of this goddamn show at this point.
I mean, let's just finish this off. Let's just finish this off with what we need to say about this man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What a dick!
All right. Moving right along.
Okay, we're going to jump right into the other new segment. We're going to have to rush this a little bit. I was given the minute mark here.
Minute?
9-minute mark.
All right.
9-minute mark.
All right, let's move on then. What are we playing? What are we playing? Who's playing what?
I am literally just living, breathing, eating, sleeping Horizon Zero Dawn right now. I finished
Overwatch for the PS4 so we can play.
But here's the thing.
Get Overwatch for the PS4 so we can play.
I don't want to remake my account, but I will. I will, but anyway. But no, I beat the game. And then I realized when I started my second playthrough, I missed half of it. And so I'm going through right now, and I'm doing everything. And I'm telling you, this game is deeper than Skyrim with more options than The Witcher.
Bow chicka.
Whoa.
Anyway, and of course it's fucking beautiful. But anyway, I'm going to stop gushing about it because you guys probably want to talk at some point.
All right, Bobbert. Oh.
No. I'm going last.
All right.
Going last.
I am balls deep in Breath of the Wild. I am unlocking... Like, right now, I'm not even doing main storyline anymore. I'm just running around unlocking towers so I can see the entire map because they literally said, hey, you know that Assassin's Creed game had a pretty interesting idea with climbing towers and getting part of your map? And they made it fun. And challenging.
And
Instead of just straight climbing up, you can't do it. You gotta have enough stamina to get to certain points on it. And then there are the ones that are surrounded by monsters. It's magical. I am also the mighty hunter. And, of course, the best chef in the world. I only make very little dubious food. Most of it's actually edible. And gives me hearts and other magical powers.
Here's the question.
I'm the best little elf ever.
Have you gotten the Master Sword at least?
You realize that all of the weapons in it break.
I know, but the Master Sword doesn't.
Yes, I understand. You realize, again, I have stopped playing the main quest line in the middle of trying to find... Well, I found the Zora Prince. I've got to go get its beastie. But I'm busy exploring.
I'm busy. Hey, look. There's this giant monstrosity that's about to escape. You know what? Hey, look. Cooking. Oh, here's a campfire.
Video game logic. There's not a time limit. This is not Majora's Mask. And if it was, I would have the flute song already and not have to worry about it anyway.
This is true. That's another thing. I've been playing Majora's Mask 3D. Oh.
All right. So.
All right, Bobbert.
So first I have to nerdgasm over the fact that after... Okay. October. So at least since October... I've been missing one of my games. I've not been able to find it. Now it's a sports game. Yeah, whatever. Laugh at me. I found it last night.
What game?
NCAA 13. It's football.
Okay.
It's football. It's football.
It's college football.
It's college football. But the thing is...
That's why I'm confused. I didn't know they had a college football.
There are quite a few.
You can take it into Madden and go in professional with you can have your star quarterback that you played through college. You can then take into the NFL draft.
Okay, that's pretty bitchin'.
Yes, it is. It is. Okay,
Mine
so I found
would be
that.
an OU Sooner. Just putting that out there. I love you, Grandpa. OU.
So I found that. Now, finally, the other thing I've been playing, I went back to Oblivion, and I love that game. And then I also, thank you.
Why am I the only person who doesn't like that game?
And I also, because you didn't find the awesome sword that I found. Anyway.
It's because everything felt like a side quest. Main quest, side quest. It all was a side quest.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway.
They just need to finish Skywind so they can do Oblivion Wind. But anyway.
So then, I'm also working through Bound by Flame, which I'm currently kind of stuck on. But I'll get to it. And then, I jump games so hardcore. And my baseball fever's starting to kick in. So I'm going to start playing 2K9 again. And what's that noise? I've heard this before.
I think you put Max to sleep.
Potentially.
Nobody wants to hear about your silly sports games.
Well, like I said, that's why I just kind of put the one sentence in there about it. I was happy. I'm good now. All right.
Also Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, I'm Pokemon. I'm playing Pokemon X. I'm stuck on the Elite Four because the goddamn Clauncher.
Clawitzer. Just get a freaking electric type.
I have Jolteon. He's just not high enough level yet.
Oh, that works.
So I'm level grinding him. And that's a pain in the ass, so I get bored and I go fight the Elite Four for money.
Get a lucky egg.
Anyway, so that's it. Now, last one, we're really gonna blow through this one. What we're reading. I'll start. It's quick, it's easy. I'm rereading Lady Midnight because Cassandra Clare's new book comes out in May 20-something. Yay! Okay. Next.
Oh, what, me?
Yeah,
okay,
sure.
Fine. I'm actually rereading a series of books based off a series of video games. The Myst franchise, if anyone remembers that. Myst. I'm currently on Myst, the Book of Atris right now. I'm almost done with it, so I'm going to be starting the Book of Dunny pretty soon. But love it because nerd and science and crazy stuff and parallel universes and worlds and stuff. So yeah.
And I'm going to be the real nerd here. I have been reading Faith. It is a new comic book series about a big girl who is a hero. Superhero. Hell yeah! Faith, also known as Zephyr. It's actually really interesting because not only is she a bigger character, she's also a huge nerd herself.
All right. So, I don't know. Closing thoughts.
This is a lot of fun, and we need to keep a little bit more focused if we're going to have a time limit.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is. All right. So, last thing. Directly after this podcast airs, we are going to have Kari's rematch for the Pokemon Stadium title.
It's gonna be a long one, folks.
She has issued her challenge. She wants to take me on and anything goes. Because I absolutely massacred her,
Again.
Each
in the
battle
second
was
round.
really close.
Yeah, not the second round so much. So we're gonna have that. That's gonna go live Saturday. Right after this podcast is put up on the Elite Ringside Network. And that's, of course, live on, or it's going to be up on Spreaker.com, iTunes Player.fm, PodDirectory.com, Stitcher.com, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, Castbox.fm, and the Satchel Player for your iPhone and Android. Now, coming up on Monday, we're going to have
Raw Review, as well as Smack Talk on Tuesday.
Yep, with the boys from the Squared Circle podcast. There's more stuff, but I am so I'm so out of it right now.
I think we kind of all are. It's been a long fucking week.
Oh my God, yes. But you know what? I'm looking forward to